The Center for the Governance of Migration and Diversity focuses on the research around migration and diversity with explicit focus on the governance of these issues. We have a mission to generate robust knowledge and to have an impact in order to create resilient and inclusive societies. We are a network of professors, practitioners, early career scholars, and each year we have over 60 students joining our cohort. Today I meet Professor Peter Scholten, who's a professor in the Diversity and Migration Policy in the Department of Public Administration and Sociology at Erasmus University. He is also the scientific director of the LDE GMD Center. His main areas of interest include migration, diversity governance, multi-level governance, and comparative public policy. He's involved in a number of initiatives, including EMISCO, UNIQUE, and a number of Horizon 2020 research projects. Peter, what is the significance of where we're standing today?
So we're here at Noordplein Square in the city of Rotterdam, and we're here close to a Moroccan fountain. And this is a gift by the Moroccan community in the city of Rotterdam to the city. And this really symbolizes how modern cities like the city of Rotterdam are built on the history of migration and the contribution that migrants make to the future of this city. They've literally taken the mosaic from the ancient city of Fez to the modern city of Rotterdam. And if you see around the square Noordplein, you see the Zwarte Janstraat. I think this really symbolizes the future of modern cities, migrant cities like Rotterdam, where you see super diversity. You can see all sorts of populations, communities living amongst each other. You can see Islamic butcher shops, Dutch cigar shops, all side by side. I think this is really the future that we are heading towards with modern cities of migration.
My name is Jyoti Prabha Patil. I'm from India. The place where I'm from is witnessing mass migration. It's a rural to urban migration. So people from my own home district are moving to urban centers to find jobs, economic opportunities, which could very well be provided in my own district, but there are issues which need to be solved for them to do that.
My name is Sydney. I come from Baltimore, Maryland in the US. I believe that migration and diversity will always be relevant, and the issues are just going to keep escalating, and I believe that this program is going to be great to suit us to tackle those issues in the future.
How did you get started in this field?
Well, as a young policy scientist, I came to a city with a lot of migrants, and I was studying policy processes in relation to the city. And I saw that much of the theories that I was being taught didn't really work when it came to inclusion processes in the city where I lived. So this became for me a big journey of exploration. So how to understand that city around me, how to engage with the city around me and meet exciting new people, but also combine that with my academic life. And I don't want to shy away of very complex societal topics and try to understand them. And I think migration and inclusion is amongst the top complex challenges for our future.
Why is it important to not only study migration, but the governance of it?
Well, what I'm always very interested in is in also understanding migration, but also understanding how societies respond to it. Migration is of all times, all ages, all places. And it's very interesting to see how societies try to receive new people, how new people also organize their own incorporation and inclusion processes, and also understand the obstacles that they may come across in these processes of inclusion. And then governance is not just government. So it's really much more than that. If you look here around us, here in the Zwarte Jan Street, you can really see how shops, how neighborhood organizations work together to create something that has not yet been there in the past. So there is a lot of governance with government, but a lot of governance also comes out of society itself. And I think that that's very important from an academic perspective, but also as a citizen, to try to understand that and also understand the power of that, how much we can do in this type of cities of migration.
I'm Marussia. I'm from Belgium. Well, I know migration and the climate change crisis we're facing are pretty related nowadays. And so a lot of people will have to leave their house and their home and their family. And I wanted to know how we can put things and how we can build a better future for them and welcome them in the best way possible.
My name is Becca and I am from the UK originally. I'm actually already doing a master's in Sweden called Migration and Ethnic Studies, which is really interesting, but it's not hands-on and pragmatic enough for me. So I was looking for the option to do an exchange which is more solutions-based. And the one in Rotterdam seems to be that.
As scientific director of the LDE GMD Center, why is a center like this so necessary and important?
Our center really tries to add to our understanding of migration and diversity from multiple perspectives and multiple cities. And there, in that focus, we are very unique. So if you really want to understand such a multifaceted and complex issue as migration and diversity, you need sociology, public administration from Erasmus University, you need urban planning, Delft, development studies, ISS, and you need history. It really adds to our education, but also our research and the impact on our cities to bring that together in one center.